Hello there, it's Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk, and today I thought we'd have a look at this. Now, I know I've not been making any videos recently, but to be honest, I've been that busy with work, I've just not had time. I am on with a few projects, but today I thought we'd have a quick look at this. What this is a 1967 Ferguson 3022 record player. And as some of you may know, I do some vintage restorations, and there's a chap that I, on occasion, repair the odd dance set record player for. He's a vintage and retro seller, and he brought me a dance. This is a few years ago. He brought me a dance set in for repair, and the only fault with it actually was it had a dead cartridge on it. And I told him it needed a new cartridge, and he said, "Oh, before you buy one," I said, "I'll just pop round. I might have one. I might have one on another player you can use." And he brought this round. And as it happened, yes, it was a medium output stereo compatible cartridge in it. And rather than spend like the 20 quid on a cartridge for the dance set I was repairing for him, he said, "Just take the cartridge out of this, because it's one that he got in a job lot, he had no interest in it." And he even said I could keep the rest of the machine for spares, because it was of no interest to him. He was really into dance sets, he sold dance sets. So it's been in my cellar for about 2 years with no cartridge in it. I'd never plugged it in or tried it. Although the cartridge did work, so the cartridge did work off it that I used on the other player. Anyway, I nearly tripped over it the other day in my cellar, so I thought I'd dig it out and see what I could do with it. And basically what I've done, because of what it is, I will say this is a transistorised model. By 67, there was really in the changeover in the record players, most were starting to go transistorised. Before that, these all used little valve amps in them. But this is an early transistorised one. Not quite as sought after as the valve ones, but to be honest, inherently safer if you want to give one of these to like younger kids or younger enthusiasts. The transistorised ones are inherently a little bit safer. I'll go through what I've done to this one anyway. But yeah. It weren't worth spending a huge amount of money on it, but anyway, I plugged it in the other day, and I got one of my test cartridges, and I stuck a test cartridge in it, and I switched it on, and the amplifier come up. I put a record on, and the deck wasn't working very well. It was basically seized up. The platter was running quite slow, the auto change wasn't working on it, but this is a really standard thing with these old record players. It's due to hardened grease. So anyway, that was an easy fix. The amplifier worked, but the main problem with it is these two controls work, but they were incredibly crackly. Very, very crackly when you turned them. The on and volume control was intermittent. You only actually got the amplifier to function and work in certain positions on it. Now, I tried a shot of switch cleaner in that, which usually clears it, but not in this case. So I actually ended up, these are the old ones. I actually ended up replacing the on volume control, and they've only got one now. I've actually replaced the treble and the bass control, because for what they cost, they're only about 2 or 3 quid each, and seeing I had to rip the amplifier apart to change that anyway, because that wasn't repairable, I changed all 3, so it's got 3 brand new controls in it. I went through the rest of the amplifier in it as well. These transistorised amplifiers don't give anywhere near as much trouble as the old valve amps in these units do. In fact, once I checked all the caps in it, there wasn't even a cap needed changing in it. It just worked really, really well. The old the selenium rectifier in it, which again give trouble in the old valve kit, is still full output. There's no problem with that at all. It's just probably not as stressed as much in a player like this. So yeah, it was given a full clean bill of health. And what I thought I would do is put a couple of records on it. Now, I can't play them all the way through because of the all obvious issues with YouTube, but I'll power it up and let you see a late 1960s auto change record player running. Let's plug that in. We'll switch it on. I don't know if you can hear a tiny... These old transistor amps, the early transistors, weren't as quiet as valves. And with no input signal, you do get a bit of background hash. Now, if we turn it right up, if you can hear that crackling and popping, that's just synonymous with the early transistorized amplifiers. The old silicon was just not very quiet. At a normal listening level, like I've got it at there, really, you can't hear it at all. And they do have a very nice tone, these. Let's just snap that off there. We'll lift the arm. Now, I've got some horrendous records here, I will warn you that. And I won't be able to play them all the way through because of the obvious YouTube problems with copyright, but let's see what... I'll put 2 on. What have we got here? Oh dear, that might work. I don't know if we'll get that done for that one or not, actually. Right, so I'll set it at 45. We've got the records on, that's free. So we'll start it to manual, that starts the platter running, and then we just select auto, and it should drop the first record. There we go. Now it should move across. There we go. And let's see what this sounds like.
Here is the 6 o'clock stock.
It's funky and it's impolite. You can do it by day, but it's better at night.
They actually sound a lot better with the lid shut on these. You see the difference the lid makes? Because they were actually designed really to be played with the lid down. It acts like a bit like a bass reflex panel, and it amplifies the bass. But when I was a kid, the way I always used to like listening to these was with the lid up so I could watch them. Now, I'll trip it onto the next record. Oops. Then we can see it drops, it comes back, and it'll play the next record. Quite a pleasant sound this for a transistorised unit. Separate bass and treble controls rather than just a tone control, which a lot of the cheaper units had. And as you can hear, there's no crackle on them at all. Just move that into the end, and it should shut itself off because that was the last record, and there we go, it turns itself off. So the whole mechanism now is working absolutely flawlessly. And what I've done about the missing cartridge, because it wasn't really worth putting a new old stock cartridge on this, plus I must admit I've had a few problems with new old stock cartridges recently, not lasting very long, literally only lasting a few weeks, a couple of months, and I've had a phone call that the cartridge has gone. What I've done with this one is actually, I made a little adapter up and I've actually fitted, I don't know if you can see that, but that's a modern stereo cartridge. Type of thing you'd find on any 90s MIDI hi-fi system. It's actually very well matched. Wired for mono, it's very well matched to the amplifier in this unit. It gives plenty of volume. You have no chance of damaging any of your stereo records using a cartridge like that. It's balanced actually lighter than the original cartridge would have been in there. I think the original cartridge in there would have tracked at about 8 grams, and I think this is tracking at about 6 grams. So it's going to be a lot kinder to the records. It's not a flip over, so you can't put a 78 stylus in there like you would have been able to on the old ones. But I'll actually do it now. You can actually play a 78 on this with that cartridge, and it works quite well. So I suppose if you wanted to do that, you'd buy yourself a separate cartridge. I think you can actually even get a 78 stylus for that cartridge. I'm pretty sure I have seen them. But like I said, this one plays absolutely fine. Let's move that over to 78. And I'll show it just quickly playing a 78 record. Now I think this is copyrighted, so I'll just put it at the end, so you can just hear a bit of it. Let's set that to manual. And we'll just bring this around and just bring this down. As you can see, even with that, it plays a 78 without any problems at all. This is a very old record, so obviously you can hear the crackling and popping on it. And hopefully you'll see it will finish, and it should automatically shut off again. There we go. Well, I'll just say a quick thing about the condition. This record player isn't in A1 condition, I would say. It would make a really nice record player. Like I said, perhaps to give someone who was just getting into the vintage vinyl collecting. It doesn't look terrible. It's not terribly bashed out, but there's some wear to the Rexy. A little bit faded there. There's got the usual things that all these players suffer from, you know. Bit of damage on the Rexine on the corners, but if you want a really nice usable player, it would make a really good player for someone that's just getting into the collecting of the vinyl. Unfortunately I can't keep this one myself. I've got about 15 of these players in various places. I just have too many of them, so this one's going to be looking for a new home. It'll probably be going on eBay soon, and may even link into this video so people can see it working. But anyway, yeah, I thought you'd might be interested in that. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.